Okay, cafe volunteers, as promised, this is the more advanced video. Hopefully you will rarely, if ever, need to worry about these steps, but I wanted to be able to walk through them so that you could see this and have this as a reference point for what you need to do. First of all, the vast majority of what I'm going to cover is actually written down right here on the inside of the door, and so you can always reference it back there. So, as we said, we turned everything on. We've got our cafe thing up there. We've got some old Price is Right footage going on up there. Same with this TV, and we have our announcements playing up there just like normal. So, the one thing is the TVs stay in the last picture that we had it on last. So if someone were to come in here and change it and not set them back properly, you may have to reset the TV so they're showing the right picture. So we have 5 potential places where video can come from. So we get the feed from the Worship Center, which is the Price is Right footage right now. We have an Apple TV. We have our announcements. We have the cafe info. And then we have a video input over on the wall. And I'll just show you where that is. Not that you'll need to know this. So there's a little input video right here. If someone brought a laptop in or a DVD player, that's where they would plug that in so they could potentially have their laptop on the big screen if they would like to. Again, hopefully you won't have to worry about that, generally speaking. So, what you need to do, and then the output TV, so the main large TV over by the couches, TV over the main hallway where the announcements are, and you have the right and left TVs above the cafe. So let's say we wanted to put the feed from the Worship Center on the cafe right TV. So this is our video matrix, that's what this is called. So input 1 is the feed from the Worship Center. We're going to push 1. We want to send it to output 4, which is the TV, and so it says put 1 on 4, and then we're going to push enter to make it go. Now, when we look up, it changes, and now it matches that. So now we're going to go ahead and put it back to where it was because we want it to be on the cafe info. So we're going to say video input 4 is the cafe input to output 4, push enter, and we want to change again back to our fake cafe sign. This will not be what's there when you come in. So that is really what you need to do. The other thing you can do, let's say that for some reason you wanted to have the same thing on every screen, you can push the input, and then you push all, and then enter. And then it makes everything whatever input you had. So all of these same things can be done on this other remote control. So you can do input 1, going to output 2, and then push enter, and it would change that as well. So that's another thing you can do, but I like to just do everything right here. All right, the other thing covered on this that I want to go over is to change the audio. Generally speaking, you're going to leave it on 1 here. That is whatever is going to TV 1, output 1, will be on here. So if you move this to the Apple TV, that sound will be here. If you move this to something else, the video on the wall, this is a little bit tricky, I know. So whatever's on the big TV, that's what sound you're going to hear. That's, I guess, the easy way to look at it. So if it's on the big TV, you're going to hear the sound. So again, generally speaking, we want to hear the sound from the service. So we're going to leave this on. That's why we have the big TV on input 1 from the Worship Center. Whatever's on input, whatever's going to the big TV, whatever's going to the big TV, that's there. Now, as you'll see, we also have 2 other sets of audio channels that are important for us. The first is audio from the aux cable. maybe in your car or at your house, you've got a cable like this that you can plug your phone into. So if someone were to bring in a phone or a laptop or an iPad or an iPod or anything, and they wanted to play sound, you could plug that into here, and then you will turn this knob a long way till it says A, 5, and 6, and now it's muted, so we're gonna click that, and then we're gonna unmute it, and then this is the volume control for that. But since I have nothing plugged in there, you're not gonna hear anything. So, and then, but you would see this little meter would be going up because there'd be sound coming through. If I go all the way back to 1, you'll see what I mean by that. See that? That's because there's audio coming in from the worship center feed. And if I turn up this volume knob, you'll see it actually gets louder. Alright. The only other thing I wanted to show you was here, N1 is volume control for the patio. And this will be whatever you're hearing in this room will also be going out this, but now we can turn it up and down. We're gonna go back over to here, turn it a really long way. Keep going, now at N1, and you see this says matrix has been lit up now. That's what you want to see, and N1. Click on that, and then again, this is our volume control for the patio. So as you turn this, it will make more sound. It'll make the patio louder or quieter. So just for quick review, you probably won't have to mess with this at all, aside from this master volume for the room. But again, you push the input button, then you push the output button, and then you push enter to change what video's input goes to which TV. So remember, this is all the inputs: Worship Center, Apple TV, announcements, Cafe Info, and the wall input. These are the TVs. Alright, hopefully that makes sense. You can talk to me or Diane if you have any further questions. And hopefully what I just went through is pretty much outlined on this side if you need some reference.